Welcome back to Up the Villa podcast. If you're new, subscribe, get involved in the comment sections, put your player ratings in on our website, and drop the video a like and just get involved. How good does it feel when you get 3 points? Just sets your weekend. Your mood completely changes. I can't wait to do podcasts. So there we go. Fantastic. 3 points for Aston Villa. Absolutely love it. We're into the 30s now, so 31 points. Let's just start enjoying our football now. Let's just play nice football. No dramas. Just get the points tally ticking and keep climbing the table. That's all I want to see now. So, so happy still. Buzzing we won. Tough place to go to. Showed a lot of fight, a lot of character, desire. Those are all the things that Unai Emery's going to absolutely love from that game as well. So head over to our website, utvpodcast.co.uk, where you can put in your player ratings from Everton 0, Aston Villa 2. So let's get straight on in there, and Villa fans. Let's go with Emi Martinez. So come under a lot of criticism last week against Arsenal, but clean sheet. What can you say? Top stuff. He got a yellow card for time wasting. Did a little bit of it, not so bad. Playing out from the back, no major problems, such as goals being conceded from playing out from the back. So we got through that one. Tick, clean sheet, tick. Pulled off some really good saves. So I think clean sheet, away from home, tough environment. What rating can you give him? You've got to give the defence a decent rating in this game. So I'm going to go with an 8 because he pulled off a really good save, didn't he? Playing out from the back at times, a couple of them just a bit loose, drawing pressure to us. It was a bit frustrating. Mings did it a couple of times, but Cash was good, I thought. Luke Dean gave the ball away a few times as well, but taking that aside from it, that was my biggest thing in that first half was we just kept giving the ball away when we was under pressure. And, you just don't want to be giving those teams that sort of a foothold in the game. So that was a couple of things that really annoyed me. But we'll try and think of all the positives in this game as well. So Konsa, I thought, had a really good, solid game. I'll give him an 8 as well. I think Konsa was the better out of Mings and Konsa. Luca Dean, I'll give him a 6. Just a bit loose, a bit flaky is the word. Like, not strong enough for me. Not strong enough in the battle, in the tackle, and I'd give him a 6. Cash, I thought, had a good game. He was up against McNeil. And you could see that Cash was fighting. He was in for the battle. He was in for the challenge. A couple of nice touches. Wanted to get forward. So it was a good game from Cash. Mings, I'm going to give Mings a 7. I'm going to say he was the worst out of the two. Little bit loose with the ball at times. If we're trying to play out from the back, we need to be better with the ball. So I'm going to give him a 7. I think they defended well. He cleared that one off the line as well. But it's just with the ball, I'm just going to give him a lower mark. The double pivot in the first 25, I thought was absolutely brilliant. The first 25 minutes, I thought they were absolutely bossing the game. And then we had to sort of like dig in and get that foothold and regroup. And then we grew into it in the second half. So I think solid 7s for Dougie Luiz and Kamara. I think they did have good games, but we went a bit wayward at times. But then we've sort of got the game back together again. I'm going to give McGinn. Got to watch because whoever I give a high mark to is going to be my man of the match. So let me just think who I'm going to give my man of the match to. Right. Okay, I know I'm going to give man of the match too. So I'm going to give McGinn an 8 and I'm going to give Ramsey an 8. Now, these two players, I would say, have been having to come into the side off layouts from the side, so injuries. So they've both been out. They both had the shirt. They both were injured. They both have come back in. Ramsey's been sort of like trying to find and get back to a decent level of form. McGinn was brilliant against Spurs, and then he was out. And then he has both again been trying to get his shirt back. Two really good performances for me. I think they both played really, really well. Both play either side of the double pivot, but I think both were having to do different things. McGinn was having to help out the double pivot, be tenacious, win the ball, fight. His distribution was really good. Ramsey was the one that was a bit further forward, having to just get a bit further forward, break through the lines. And again, there was really bright sparks from him. So I was really impressed with McGinn and Ramsey. Leon Bailey, I'm going to give a 5. I think first half, I don't think he did much. I don't think he did anything, did he? So yeah, again, I've spoke about it time and time again. And if anyone thinks I'm just like picking on a player and just like being negative and that, go back to what I've said about Buendia. I've said the same stuff about Buendia, about him being lightweight at times. You know, I'm pushing for Buendia to get better. He had a really good spell in the team. He then came out the side. Wait till I get to Buendia. Bailey has been out the side for the last game. He come back in, but I got to be honest, I don't think he did anything. I don't think he did anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, I can't be negative for the stuff that he did do because I don't think he did much. So the fact that he didn't do much, like, there's not much to say about him. You know, he was a bit anomalous in the game. So yeah, I'll give him a 5. We're going to go with Ollie Watkins. He's going to get an 8 as well. Again, I felt like he led the line really well. He's got 5 and 5, full of confidence. Absolutely love it. Hold-up play was really good. His runs through the channels were good. You know, his awareness on passing was really good. You know, he headed that one down to the ground. I felt like he was going to score that when it went over to him. But again, he's looking like the complete striker. So I'm really, really happy about. So his goal tally keeps going. He's really confident. Let's start praising him now because he's playing really well. He's in and amongst the goals. He gets a lot of criticism, but he's doing really well. He's leading the line really, really well for Aston Villa, and he's scoring goals. So up the Watkins, absolutely love it. And let's get on to my man of the match is Emi Buendia. Fair play, Buendia. Really, really good. What was it? 30 minutes we saw from him. You know, we're really starting to see some nice flashes from him. The dummy he laid off for Coutinho at Villa Park last week was brilliant. And he came on, first thing he did, flicked him again, won the penalty. You know, and then he got his goal. I'd like to see him a little bit stronger at times, but his injection into this game changed the game for me because we were still under the cosh a little bit. We'd had that chaotic bit where we had it cleared off the line. Watkins then went close with his header. Buendia came on, and then it was pretty much Villa. So he had a real good impact on the game, exactly what Emery would have wanted. And it shows that, you know, we get a lot of people saying, we got 2 keepers on the bench. We've got 2 keepers on the bench. Yeah, but that's because Coutinho's out. So praise someone that's now coming off that bench and coming onto the pitch. Love it. Brilliant from Mendy. You know, he came on and did exactly what he needs to do. Loves a goal against Everton as well. And it was a brilliant goal. And it was brilliant for McGinn in the build-up to that goal as well. So, yeah, absolutely loved it. And then Moreno came on. I gave Luca Dean a 6, so I'll give Moreno a 7. I think he looked better when he came on. I think he got a bit more drive, looked a little bit more savvy, closing the game out as well. So Villa fans, they're my player ratings. You can go on and drop your ratings. It gives you an average on this side of what the Villa fans have rated as well. So I think we're going to go with my man of the match would be Buendia with a 9. Standout performers, McGinn, Ramsey, Watkins. Defence was good. Consa played well. Martinez, great. So those are my ratings. I'd love to hear what your ratings are. Drop them in the comment section down below. You can do your player ratings on the website. There'll be some brilliant articles out today from Villa fans, match report, player rating article. Just get involved in the channel. You know that we create so much content for you all to get involved in. Predicted lineups before the games. Go on the website, drop your lineups, screenshot them, share them, put them in your group chats. Player ratings, get involved, drop your rating. You know, everybody loves to have their say. So go and drop your ratings on the website. Show the website some love. And yeah, just 3 points. Loved it. You know, there were signs of things that I loved from this performance, and then signs of things that, you know, we've really got to work on. So I think it's a fair reflection of what I said in the match reaction and what I've said on the player ratings, really. So, you know, I don't really want to get too high and start getting carried away and saying everything's fantastic, because we've got so much to build on. Playing out from the back and keeping hold of the football is the biggest thing we need to be working on, because we can get so much better at it. But 3 points gets us in that 31 mark. We're in the 30s now. Like, don't even bother looking over your shoulder. Just keep looking up now. Let's try and get above Chelsea. And we've got a game against Crystal Palace at Villa Park next Saturday. So I'm absolutely buzzing for it. So yeah, love it, Villa fans. You know, it's, you know, doing this pod and going on a losing run, you know, 3 losses in a row. The thought of having to come on here after 4 and start chatting and, replying to comments, I'm just so glad I don't have to do it. So absolutely made up for it. So yeah, if you've got this far on the episode, you've got a right little treat coming your way next week. We have a very, very special episode coming. So I'd be buzzing for it because it's a good one. So yeah, really get excited for the episode that we got coming out this week. That is all I'm saying. Just show the channel some love, like show the website some love. If you don't and you're not subscribed, subscribe. Get on the journey with us, because you know this is the start of something big brewing for Villa. And we've gone through a bit of a tough time with the 3 losses and, you know, a massive learning curve. Emery had never lost 4 games in a row, so I'm thankful that we didn't have to go through that. So yeah, just show the channel some love. Get involved in the comment section down below. Up the Villa, up the 3 points, up the Unai Emery. Love it.